Greetings all and welcome to the Hanging Indents number 2 video. As I've seen this to be an issue for a number of students, when you tried using the hanging indents, your margins didn't line up correctly. So you'll notice on this page there's what's supposed to be a 1-inch margin, but you'll notice that all the hanging indents somehow scooted on over. Here's the second way that you can make a hanging indent work for you. Now I'm going to do it with this first one. Just to show you. You'll see that there's a little first line indent chevron here that you can move over, and that will shoot things back and forth. There's also this chevron here. You click on that and then the second line will move. Now I'm going to tell you why that didn't actually move in just a moment. There's a third little thing that you can click on, and that's this little left indent bar. And if you click on that, both those chevrons will move at the same time. I'm going to move them over so that they are at the correct indentation. So we have our hanger here, and we have our regular left indent here. Now you'll notice that this is all lined up right here. The reason for that is, in this case, someone had hit the enter key over here on the far right to prevent actually I shouldn't say prevent, so that the cursor would go down to the next line. If I get rid of that, you'll notice the word reflection pops right on over, because now the reflection is part of this first line, not its own line. And so since we have the hanging indent set automatically here up at the top, this indent is correct as well. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this extra little space right behind reflection. Now I'm going to do the same thing here, but you'll notice there's a tab mark here. Because that's how the person was trying to move it over. Originally this person had just used the straight up left indent. So I'm going to highlight this one. I'm going to move my hanging indent over. Now this sure looks right, and it actually would look generally correct if we take off our hide show. However, to make sure it's automatically there, we want to get rid of that tab, and we want to get rid of this extra enter key, and watch the Teacher Education European Journal will scoot right on over. So you always want to use the automatic formatting because it's going to make things turn out right. I know in some of these it'll look right, and if you send it to PDF, it may look right. However, if you make any changes, it could go off, and then you have to deal with those changes again. So once again, on this last one, I'm going to show you another way. I'm going to put my cursor right here in front of journal, because actually the word journal, I believe, can probably fit in this space. So there's a little extra space here that is a little bit odd for the right margin. So I'm going to hit delete to get rid of this tab. And now you'll notice it's right there at the end. I'm going to hit delete again to get rid of this enter key, and you'll notice journal pops up to the top. You also see that there's this little O kind of thing right here, and that is a non-breaking space. Let's get rid of that by highlighting it, and you can hit delete and then space. Now we have a hanging indent. Everything looks fine except that we're over here in the margin. So let's come back up here to the top. Let's highlight this. We'll come back up here to the top, move it all over, and now everything is lined up correctly. So feel free to use this line up here to move your hanging indents over rather than clicking paragraph and going through that way. So either way works.